Hello, friends. Welcome back. Good Sunday morning to you. It feels actually really very strange to not go to church today. I have a feeling it's going to throw me off all week because you know how you get in a routine, and when something is off, you don't do something on a certain day, it kind of gets you mixed up the rest of the week. You keep wondering what day it is. I have a feeling that that's going to happen this week, but I live in Washington State, and our state has not been technically put on lockdown yet, but our governor has asked everyone to stay at home. We can go out for grocery shopping or the doctor or the pharmacy, but he has asked that we stay home, and I am. And I normally stay home. My husband goes to work, and he has continued to go to work. He actually had to work today. Normally today would be his day off, but he did have to work today. So, that's been a big concern. Him going out and running a store and being in public and being exposed to this virus. So apparently we don't have enough tests here in Washington. I don't know about other states, but people aren't really being tested, even though they may have all of the symptoms of the coronavirus. They're not being tested unless they're needing bad enough to need to be hospitalized. Then they would be tested. But there's also a really bad flu going around that's separate from the coronavirus. So a lot of people are getting that too. So I feel very, very privileged that I get to stay home, not even having to worry about going to work and being exposed to this, or being laid off and worrying about money. My husband works and I normally stay home, so I know that's a big concern for a lot of people. I feel very, very privileged, and even where we live, living in the country on the river, I don't feel cooped up at all, so I feel very, very blessed. What? So I don't normally do my devotions on my deck, but it is such a beautiful day and the temperature's perfect, and I figure how much more close and connected to God could you feel outside in nature. So that's where I had my morning devotions. So even though I'm probably going through my normal routines for the day, I am doing things a little bit different because of the virus and my husband being exposed to it every day. We're kind of getting a little bit of a routine when he gets home from work, but I'll clean everything, and I normally pick up after myself. These are like normal things I would do. But I am trying to open the windows and the doors to get fresh air, and especially when it's nice outside. And that's not something I would normally do. I get cold pretty easy, but it is nice and I do want fresh air. And I'm also sanitizing right after I clean something. I'm trying to be more mindful of sanitizing and, kind of focusing on areas that my husband is probably touching or would be considered like obvious areas. And I am trying to clean things too that I probably wouldn't normally think of, like cleaning the faucet handle more often than I normally would, and like the garage door openers, the button in the garage for the garage door, the handles on the dressers and the closet doors, and juice containers in the refrigerator and stuff like that. And when my husband gets home from work, I make him take his clothes off. He immediately takes a shower, and I've just been washing his work clothes every day. That's not something I normally do. I would normally wash his clothes, his work clothes, maybe once a week. So washing them every day is definitely adding more to my daily routine, but that's okay. He's exposed to this virus, and we don't really know, does it attach itself to clothing? So there's just so much we don't know about it yet. So I do wash my hands really well, even after just touching his clothes that he wore that day. So my sister's boyfriend works in the medical field in 2 hospitals, and they do this, and that's where I got the idea for that. So I've actually been spending a little bit more time upstairs. So I'm checking emails and such, but I'm listening to the news. We have antenna on the TV upstairs, and we don't downstairs. So downstairs we can just watch movies, but we don't have cable or Netflix or anything, and we choose it that way. So I have been upstairs a little bit more because of the TV, and I was trying to relax a bit today too. It is Sunday, kind of feels like Sunday, kind of. So, like I was starting to say earlier, I've been trying to clean and sanitize things that I probably don't as often as I should, like hairbrush handles and toothbrush handles and the light switches, and not just the light switches on the walls, but on lamps as well. And, obvious places like door handles and stuff, but on cars too, on our vehicles, I'm washing those as well. And yeah, so it is late afternoon and I'm going to prep dinner. This is a tomato chicken base, and I'm going to make some rice here. We had chicken for dinner last night, and we had about 2 pieces of chicken left. And I say about because it was cut, so I'm guessing that it was about 2 pieces of chicken left. So I'm going to use those leftovers and make enchiladas, chicken enchiladas. I feel like I could just make another dinner and have chicken with our dinner again. But if I did it this way, I could extend those leftovers to make more than one meal. So I am trying to be mindful of that while I'm cooking, extending my leftovers to make bigger meals or multiple meals out of those leftovers. So I just felt like that would probably be the better thing to do. I want to prevent myself from having to go to the grocery store as much as I can. So I figure the less I'm in public, the less I'm exposed to that virus, and I definitely don't want it. So yeah, I just feel like this is the better way to be mindful of how I'm cooking. Okay, so I figure 5 enchiladas is enough and I have extra. So I'm just gonna put it in some Tupperware and that will be perfect for lunches for my husband because I do pack him lunches to take to work. So actually I feel really pleased that I got that much out of 2 pieces of leftover chicken. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish my enchiladas and then I'm gonna cover them with foil and put them in the fridge until it's time to make dinner. Okay, so dinner is ready to go. I'm just gonna clean up my mess in the kitchen. Because it's Sunday, the store closes early. So, like I said earlier, my husband doesn't normally work on Sundays, but one of the employees was having some pretty bad allergy issues. So, he did work today, but he will be getting home early. So, I'm just gonna finish cleaning up the kitchen and relax and enjoy the rest of the day until he gets home from work. Okay, something else I've added to my routine is I've been taking Airborne twice a day, and I do the chewable ones. I normally take vitamins every day, but I'm adding Airborne just in case. I don't know if it'll help or not, but it can't hurt. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my nails while I'm waiting for my husband. And I'm gonna watch some Royal Insider News. I don't know what YouTube station or channel this is, but it looked interesting, so I thought I would catch up on some royal gossip and do my nails. Okay, my husband's home from work. He had a good day. He said there was actually quite a few people out shopping, so, but not as much as yesterday. Apparently yesterday there was a lot of people out. So he brought home some sort of temperature gauge. I'm not sure what it's for, but he was trying to take my temperature and it just was not working. So he decided to try it on himself. And you can see like a red light. It's trying to read his temperature. I think it was saying like 70 degrees or something. It was just not accurate. So time for me to put our chicken enchiladas in the oven and get dinner heated up. Okay, this is totally out of our routine, but we're gonna eat upstairs so we can watch the news while we eat.
Dear Lord, we thank you for this food, and we ask you to please bless it to the nourishment, health, and strength of our body. May all glory and honor be unto you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Okay guys, so this is what a typical day is looking like for me so far. Like I said, it's not too far out of my normal, but definitely a few things are different. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave the video off here. We're just gonna relax for the rest of the evening. So I will see you guys in the next video. So until then, bye-bye for now.